Okay, this is the cherry punch litter that was born June 5th, 2024. I'm going to try to do them in birth order. So this is the first one. This is Gin Fizz. She's all black. I think she's probably going to be a try because it's hard to tell, but there's a little copper coming in. I just woke her up and she is very wiggly, but she doesn't have any white on her face. Sorry, baby girl. You can see a little copper coming in. And there's a little white toes on the back there. No white on her tail at the moment. She's got a white belly. And she's hungry now because I woke her up. She's pretty feisty. But this is Gin Fizz, female, black female. I think she's probably going to be a try. So, a little tiny white face. Okay. Okay, our next puppy, this is a red male. I think he's probably going to be a try. First I thought he might be bi, but he's really, really dark red. We're calling him Rum Runner because they're cocktail litters. I don't see any white. He's a little tan under his tail, so he might be a try. And actually he's got some color coming in on his face right now, but he doesn't really have any white on him, other than he has these couple teeny white hairs on the back of his neck, but the rest of him is all solid. And again, I woke him up also, so he really is pretty active and he wants to go eat as well. He's a little small. He's the smallest one of everybody, but he is gaining weight. He's not quite 14 ounces yet, but he's getting there. And as you can see, he's nice and wiggly and active. I think he's going to be very striking with that really pretty face. Cute. Okay. Our puppy number 3 is Mai Tai. It's a red tri female. She's got a good bit of white there. Little white face. She's got a bigger white stripe than the other female does. She has 2 white front paws there. And again, I woke her up, so she wants to go eat. She's got a little white tip on her tail. And little tiny whites on her back feet. Very active puppy. Girl, female, very opinionated. On there, we're going to feed you. We're going to feed you. Really, her collar only goes about halfway around her neck. It's more on this side, not so much on this side, as you can see. The white stops right at her before her elbow. And this is Mai Tai. So she's going to be very striking, very pretty. Red female. That's puppy number 3 out of 10. Okay, this is puppy number 4. This is Blue Merle female. Cherry, hush. Blue Merle female. She's very dark. Little bit of white on her face. And again, I woke her up. She's got nice back black patches. She's got little tiny white on her tail. We are leaving tails on. She has some white paws. It's her little pretty face. She's a little bit of a collar, not much. A little white spot on the neck here. Yeah, she's got patches all around her. Her mother is very mad because I'm holding her up away from her mother. Really cute little tail there. So this is Malibu. She's the first Blue Merle female and puppy number 4 at the moment. I think the dark coloring, the tan on her face is going to come in as she gets a little older. So, okay. This is puppy number 5. This is another female. It's a black tri female. Nice white coloring on her. She has a nice white collar. She's got little white on the back, little tiny white tail. She's going to be very striking. Very pretty. Nice white collar goes down to her shoulder a little bit. It's hard to see there. She's very active and very wiggly. But this is puppy number 5. Paloma is her name. Paloma, P-A-L-O-M-A. And she is a female. This is puppy number 6. He is a red Merle male. He is the biggest one of the litter. It's a very cool looking tail there. It's almost like a ring tail, a little white tip. He is the largest one. He came in at 15 ounces at birth. He's a big boy. Of course, he'll probably catch up and slow down a little bit later on. His Cherry's not that big. Cherry's only 43 pounds, and the Sire is only about 51 pounds. He's got some really nice dark patches on him. He doesn't have a lot of white, maybe a tiny bit on the face. I think he's probably going to have some copper around his face. You can see it kind of coming in on his chin there. He has the dark patches on his eyes and nice dark patches on his rear end. Very handsome boy. Yeah, good boy. His name is Spiked, S-P-I-K-E-D. Like a spiked cocktail, spiked drink. All right, buddy, I'm going to let you get something to eat. This is puppy number 6. This is the Blue Merle female. She is very opinionated because I woke her up. She looks like her Auntie Dazzle that I lost 2 years ago. So she's got big white on her face. It'll probably shrink. She has a nice white collar. Little white feet there. You can see she's got the dark patches around her face. I can already tell, it's hard to tell in this light, but she's going to have some copper coming in around her eyebrows. We're going to see that. There's her tail. She's got a little white tip tail and nice white dark patches on her rear end. And little tiny white feet in the back there. It's another white foot. She's going to be very pretty. So part of her face is dark. The other side is a little bit lighter. I know that that white is going to shrink up. It's not going to be that quite wide across the brim of her face. It'll probably be half that size by the time she's an adult. Yeah, and she's got the little white belly under there. And yeah, she wants to eat. She'll definitely have copper spots because you can already see it coming in on her. The copper points are on her eyebrows. And so this is Bacardi, and she's female puppy number 6. But she's the second of the Blue Merle females. We're at puppy number 8. Correction, the last one that I did, the Blue Merle female with all the white, that is actually puppy number 7, but the second Blue Merle female. So this is puppy number 8. This is a red tri-female. Her name is Sangria. Her white is not as prominent as her sister. So she does have the white collar. It doesn't quite go all the way around like her sister's does. It's a little different. She does have the white feet in the front. They're not very high. They're only midway. She does have the white belly. She has a little tiny white on her tail. 2 back feet. She's a little milk drunk right now because I let them get a drink, and now she's tired and she wants to take a nap. But she does have the white that comes across her head there. That will shrink up as well. But she's a nice dark red chocolate color. I can tell that she will have some tan points coming in. I said this light is a little difficult to see. She's like, I want to go back to sleep now. But this is Sangria, puppy number 8, which is the second of the red tri-females. Okay, baby girl. This is puppy number 9. This is Bourbon. He is a red merle male. He's not as big as the other one. Spike is very big and Spike is very dark. This guy has a little white on his head. He's got a nice white collar. It's a little bit of white on the front feet. His collar doesn't quite go all the way around. As you can see, it kind of stops on that side. This side it goes pretty much most of the way. He's got some nice dark patches. He's a little lighter in color where the other one is much darker. He has a little white at the end of his tail. Some little white toes in the back there. Of course, white belly. And so this is Bourbon. He is a male. And I think he's going to have a nice pretty square head like the boys do. You can see the copper coming in on his face. And he's going to have that nice dark patch on that one eye there, like he's got eyeliner on. Same for this one. So I guess that they just ate. I gave them a break and let them eat. And now they're ready to take a nap. Good boy. So he's going to be very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, Bourbon, puppy number 9. Sorry, not number 8, number 9. There's so many of them out of 10. And last but not least, we have puppy number 10, Blue Merle male. This is Cosmo. He has half of his face is really dark. He will have copper on him. I can see it on the side of his chin right here. It's coming in. He has some nice big dark patches on his body there, all the way around. That dark patch goes like from all the way across his shoulders. He's got little, I think maybe little tiny white on the feet. His tail is mostly dark, little teeny tiny white tip at the end. He's got a little bit of white on his toes on the front there. This is the other side. He's going to be very dark, very handsome. Everybody that sees pictures of him so far really likes him. He's going to be a popular boy. But this is Cosmo. He is the last of the 10. He's a good sized puppy. He was taking a nap. He pushes everybody out of the way to make sure that he gets enough to drink. And he's about mid-size. He was, I think, about 13 ounces, 14 ounces when he was born. So he's going to be very nice and handsome. Good boy. But he is the only blue merle male, the only one that I have. There's 2 red merle males and 1 solid red tri male. And then all the others are girls. So two blue merle females, 1 blue merle male, and this is Cosmo. He's it. You can tell that he's very different than the other girls because of the dark on his face. Okay, thank you for looking at our puppies. They're only 4 days old at this point, so eyes won't open for probably another 10 days at least. Usually 10 to 14 days is when their eyes open up, and then the fun begins. So everybody's doing really well so far. Cherry is a great mama, and we're expecting to have a lot of fun with these puppies. You're a little milk drunk there, aren't you, buddy? Very cute. He's got his little tongue sticking out. Okay, this is the Cherry Punch puppies.